Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a makeup tutorial on the look that I wore in my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer Swatch video. The eyes aren't completely identical. I did kind of amp them up a bit, but nonetheless this look is very similar. The palette that I used to create this look is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe palette that she came out with in collaboration with them, and I'm sure you guys know exactly what it looks like on the inside, but this is going to be the first tutorial that I use this palette, so if you guys want to see any more looks using this palette, then please request them down below in the comment section. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. I hope you're here to stay. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button down below before you leave. That way you are notified every single time I upload a video. If you guys are interested in seeing how I created this look, then just keep watching. Alright guys, the primer that I used was the Smashbox PhotoFinish Pore Minimizing Foundation Primer, and then I applied the Wet n Wild Photofocus Foundation in the shade Desert Beige. Now we're going to go into concealer, and the concealer I'm going to use today is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer in the shade 25 Medium. And we are going to be applying that to the under eyes as well as the chin and the forehead. And don't forget to apply it on your eyelids as well to conceal any redness and also prime for the eyeshadows. This concealer will always be one of my favorite concealers. It's very creamy, it has a medium coverage, definitely not full, but it's a very natural medium coverage, I would say. Then we're going to use our EcoTools Beauty Sponge and blend that out. And then we are going to set the concealer right away with a loose setting powder. I'm going to be going in with the RCMA No Color Powder. This is just in the Laura Mercier packaging. So I'm going to apply that with my EcoTools Damp Beauty Sponge, and this will give it a very flawless application. I'm not baking, I'm only applying as much as I need to set the makeup. For today's eye look, we are going to be going into the Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette that she came out with Morphe. As you can see, the front of it is very dirty. I have yet to use this on my channel, but I am going to be digging into the neutral gold colors today. So the first shade I'm going to go into is the fourth one in the center of the top row, and I am applying it with my Morphe E22 blending brush to the crease. So although this is the transition shade, I'm really going to try and build this color up into the crease, make it as pigmented as we can possibly get it. But this is the third shade from the left of the second row, and I am going in with my Morphe E17 blending brush and putting that a little bit more precisely into the crease. I really want to try and stay away from the orange toned shadows in this palette. I want to try and keep this eyeshadow look as neutral as possible. So that deepened our look just a little bit. I think I'm going to go into my Makeup Geek Defined Crease Brush and dip into the shade, which is the second from the right in the third row. And we are going to apply that on the outer V of our crease. I am going to go back into our Maybelline Fit Me Concealer and apply that to the lid with a flat synthetic brush. First, I'm going to apply it on the back of my hand. That way I can control how much product I'm going to be applying on the lid. So I'm taking the concealer a little bit higher than my natural crease. It's really up to you how far you want to go with it. And then while the concealer is still wet, I'm going to go into the metallic foiled shade that we are going to apply in order to help it stick a bit better to the lid. So the shade I'm going to be using is the last one in the second row, which is this gold bronze color. I'm going to carefully pack this shade onto the lid where we applied that concealer. Again, tap off any excess that you have on your brush and carefully apply it where we placed that concealer to follow the shape that we created. Try to stop either halfway or 2/3 across the lid, and don't bring it all the way to your outer corner because we are going to deepen that a little bit with some darker shades. We're going to want to work with one eye at a time for this technique in order to work with the concealer while it is still wet. So now that we have that bronze shade applied, I am going to go in with the third crease shade that we applied here, try and pack that onto the outer V once again. But I'm going to use the e.l.f. blending brush because it's a little bit denser than the Makeup Geek one. Usually the denser the brush, the more pigmented and concentrated it will apply the eyeshadow. So I'm just using this shade to deepen the outer corner, but also to blend that gold with the rest of the lid. Then I'm going to take my Sigma pencil brush and the last shade in the 4th row, and I am going to apply that to the outer corner. Alright, now I'm going to take Sigma's flat definer brush, and I'm going to go into the 3rd darkest shade that we applied, and I'm actually going to apply that to the lower lash line. And then we're going to go back into the Sigma pencil brush, wipe it off, and then we're going to go into the 2nd transition shade. And then we are going to apply that on the outer border of the dark shade that we applied to our lower lash line to create more of a gradient effect. We're going to go into the 2nd frosty shade on the top row there. We're going to apply that to our brow bone and our inner corner. Alright, so we're done with the eyeshadow, so now I'm going to apply my liner, mascara, and lashes off camera, and then we're going to go and move on to the face products. Alright guys, so the eyes are completely finished. The eyeliner that I used is the Maybelline Eye Studio Gel Liner, and I used the Inglot Duraline to kind of liven it up a bit. You can use this product for any cream product that is a little bit dried out in order to bring back more of a creamy consistency. The mascara that I used is a mascara that I used for the very first time. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Length Mascara. It comes in a purple tube, and I really like the way that this applied on my lower lashes. It really lengthened them and separated them quite nicely. And then the lashes that I used are the Ardell Double Demi Wispies. The highlighter I'm going to be using today is the Maybelline Master Chrome, and this is the Molten Gold one. And I'm going to be using the Morphe M310 fan brush to apply it to the tops of the cheekbones. This was my favorite drugstore highlighter of the year of 2017 for very good reason, as you guys can see. We are going to be applying this on the tops of the cheekbones and then bringing it up onto the temples as well. So now that we have that applied, I'm going to be taking my e.l.f. blush brush and going into the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer in the shade Bronzer. If you guys don't already know, I did do a swatch video on all of the new shades, so I will link that down below if you guys haven't seen it quite yet. So I applied it to the hollows of my cheeks, and then I'm also applying it to the corners of my forehead as well. I would kind of classify my face shape as a heart, so I have a wide forehead and then I have more of like a pointy chin. That's why I like applying my bronzer to the corners of my forehead and then kind of bringing it around my temples, because I feel like it really slims my face out and kind of evens it out a little bit more. So I'm actually going to skip blush today, so we're just going to keep the highlighter and the bronzer. The reason why is because we're going to go in with a very, very bold lip. This is the exact lip that I wore in my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer swatch video, and I'm obsessed with the combination. I don't wear reds often, but when I do, I like the more orangey, warm-toned reds. So the first thing we're going to do is line our lips with the Morphe lip liner in the shade High Maintenance. And then after we line the border, we are going to fill the rest of the lip in with the lip liner. And then over top of that lip liner, we are going to go in with the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink in the shade 25 Heroine, and it's a beautiful orangey red tone. So the lip liner underneath is really going to help guide our application, but it's also going to hide any patchiness with this liquid lipstick. Alright guys, so that completes this look. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Let me know if you do decide to try out this look, and make sure to tag me on Instagram. If you aren't already following me, I do leave my Instagram and my Snapchat down below, so don't forget to follow me on there and tag me in any recreations that you guys may come up with. If you are new to my channel, then welcome. I hope you're here to stay. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button down below. That way you're notified every single time I upload a video. I want to thank you all so much for watching and being here with me tonight, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys!